in particular. My life quite ridiculous, searching for change, searching in many ways. Looking up above while you're giving me love. My essence and my presence, I can avoid what manifesting. It's searching for my blessing from a young adolescent. It's doing me wrong, singing this song to get along, seek and strive. This is going out to everybody that thought they weren't important in life.
Now listen, everyone's the same for decision. You gotta make a change if you aim for addition. People all say that they wanna be different. When it comes to the heart, they don't wanna be in it. Take a look at yourself before you speak. Everyone around you looks so weak. Define yourself, make it help for the better. You can't live like it don't last forever.
Everybody's got a limit that they control. Most people drink beyond that limit and become an absolute clown of themselves. I mean, yeah, sure, you got your larrikin drunks and you got your violent drunks. Even your good larrikin drunks know when to actually pull up. Because he could go from being a larrikin to jumping in his car to not being your friend tomorrow, but being wrapped around a tree.
Yeah. Positivity, equality, good riddance to the labels and fables. I put my pride on the table. The road changed me to be what I am today. Say proud to.
I think the main reason why young people use alcohol is to have fun.
I think young people drink to experiment and to find, you know, that courage or step outside the comfort zone, that kind of thing.
I suppose it could be something that's cool at the time, like for parties and stuff.
Mainly to fit in with friends, you know, just even just to as they hang around their mates and whatever, you get a mate pressuring them in to drink it, also to try it. You know, some people hear about drinks, you know, it's part of Australian culture to see alcohol and that, and some young kids are like, well, I might as well join in. Some people just want to know what it tastes like, know what it feels like to take, and to rebel against parents or family, or just to get away from situations.
I think it's just for fun mainly, peer pressure, and it's the age where they're experimenting and they want to experience new things, and alcohol is like I think it's an initiation thing, like people go through when they grow up.
Young people, majority of them, or at least one in 5 kids in a group, you know, drink, so yeah, they're going to peer pressure their friends to do it, and eventually some of them do give in. People can handle it, some people can't, and I guess that's where it begins.
I wanted my name to be spoken up in your houses, so I realized that it's all about myself, and it ain't about the money and it ain't about the wealth. What's real?
Some people celebrate like drinking. There's nothing wrong with that, but
a way for young people, for anyone to relieve, you know, some problems, or just to socialize.
I think it's like an escape for people. Like a lot of the time, I know people who like suddenly let out like everything when they start drinking. Like they're so completely honest. Like
you've got those people that bottle everything up. They take a drink and it's bang. It's like all up there.
Probably confidence boosting.
Like sometimes you do let loose, like, as you know, there's times where you're not really confident in a setting, and then sort of after a few you sort of, you know, you become more relaxed, and you know everyone's your mate.
Liquid confidence.
Yeah, liquid confidence.
That's what it is. Like,
not
honestly,
condoning it, but it is true.
But it is.
It was 93, 28 to the 4th, born and raised by the folks, but the development's on, still moving forward in the presence of all.
Tomorrow you're gonna feel really bad, really crap.
Getting hangovers, vomiting and headaches, and yeah.
Things can go bad and you wouldn't even know that it happened.
Like you think you're invincible.
Don't understand.
You know, that one glass that you put down and pick back up again could end up being a bad night. That's one thing I suppose you're never going to expect until it really happens to you.
Maybe their health.
Get violent.
Yeah.
And emotional,
like
emotional is just annoying.
Yeah, emotional is the worst. Like,
Like they haven't they just gone through a breakup and then they decide to drink on it, and it's just
emotional drugs are the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
It leads to like being abusive and stuff like that. So.
It can lead into bad situations, such as people can take advantage of you while you're drunk and
waking up somewhere you don't know.
It damages your health sometimes as well.
People that want to change and be the heat to the call. We on for my city, we on for my city. Gon' make a change to take away all the pity.
You could just walk away, I guess.
Just ignore them. Just not hang out with them. Well, you gotta be, you know, what's more important to you? Like, if they're really your true friends, would they force you to be drinking and doing things that you don't want to do? Like, if you don't want to drink, don't feel like you're pressured. If they're pressuring you to drink, then are they really your good friend?
I think when I was younger, like when someone would say have a drink, keep going, I would have been silly enough to do it. Whereas now, if someone says have a drink, and then I sort of, you know, I say no, I can't. I've got work tomorrow, or I've got something to do with family or friends, and you know, I use that sort of like I'll put up a story, so that way I can be responsible at the same time, but not fall into the pressures that my mates are giving me.
It'll be hard. It's easier said than done. But I think for me now, being more older and wise, it's just easier to say no. Because yeah, you knowing what it does to you.
I don't know, just maybe explain to them why you don't want to drink. Like, don't just say no, I don't want to, just explain why I just don't feel like it.
It's also your self-determination and self-will to say no. Like, you know, again, it's knowing yourself and knowing that barrier between, or that line between, you know, where are my limits. So it's your self-control.
If you're gonna hang around a crowd that's gonna get drunk and go out looking for fights, and you know, they're well known for that, stay away from them guys, because there's no point getting in trouble. But you know, you do stuff and you make mistakes and you learn, so I guess that's a good thing in a way. You know, I definitely learned from my mistakes in the past, like with alcohol and whatnot, so yeah, just choose the right friends, I guess, and say no, if not, walk away.
All the pity, I'ma be the spark just to light up all the cities, and the rest of y'all are coming with me. Rose, yeah.
This friend, he was so drunk, he got in the middle of the road and he just lied there in the city waiting for a car to hit him because he wasn't in the right mental state. He had other problems, and that just comes out when you're drinking.
Just falling asleep in places that I wouldn't normally fall asleep in.
Yeah, it's actually quite dangerous.
Yeah, it's quite scary, but like you have good friends and stuff.
Yeah, not myself, but one of my good girlfriends actually ended up in hospital and had a stomach pump. It was really scary.
My cousin Melbourne, we call it, she was that drunk. Yeah, she was about to commit suicide at the train station. So we grabbed her and chucked her up on the platform.
Yeah, I've gone a couple of punch-ups in the past, being under the influence, and did dealt with the cops, and yeah, they locked me away in the cell overnight just to teach me a lesson, I guess.
I didn't get in trouble with the law, so that's good. I know people who have. It started from drinking and then it gets into worse things like crime, or so one thing leads to another kind of thing. I think you should be, when you drink alcohol, should be, you know, you should be in control of it, not the alcohol be in control of you.
I was walking with a friend of mine and we were going down to see what all the fuss was about at, you know, down happening in Cronulla. And a guy wearing a t-shirt around his head, he basically ripped a keg open, well not a keg, a carton open, and grabbed a beer bottle that was full and was just basically throwing it into the crowd, and me and my mate are just ducking, thinking this is a wrong place to be. Basically he got glass to the side of the face and was missing an eye.
Back when I was in school, we used to drink at the back, down those ways. We used to come to the station drunk. I thought it was cool at the time. But then I realized that I looked like an idiot.
Yo, it's a straight, gotta change, yes, I do. Stop living it up, start living it up with they and be my crew that tell us.
What I think other youth outside of Mount Druitt think about youth in Mount Druitt in regards to alcohol is that I think they'll think that like we're really dependent on the alcohol. I think that's how they see a lot of Mount Druitt kicks, whatever. And then once you say that you're from Mount Druitt, they sort of just look at you like, oh, you know, what's this guy about? This guy's different to me.
I guess, yeah, their view of youth drinking in Mount Druitt, I guess it would be really like, oh yeah, everyone drinks, like all the youth drinks in Mount Druitt, just because of, you know, the bad rep that we have. But I mean, it's not a bad place.
I just think because of the media and everybody's perception about Mount Druitt, it's had, the reputation goes way back, so it's just known to be not a safe place to be. It's still a strong presence. The alcohol in the community is still strong.
So other people think of Mount Druitt as a bad area because mostly when us go on the street, or many of us just walk on the street, you'll find at least a teenagers drinking, and you ask them why they think, oh, it's for fun.
No, I guess they think like that because, you know, they don't live here. I guess what they're seeing is what, yeah, the news would show, which I guess, yeah, it's true, but it doesn't represent the whole of Mount Druitt.
Well, I think young people, like in general, it doesn't matter where they're from, they're going to be drinking alcohol, like they're curious, everyone's doing it around them, the youth culture, you know, drinking is a thing. So it's not just Mount Druitt, like, because we have, I guess Mount Druitt has a lot of stereotypes, but there's a lot of people who don't do it as well. Like, I guess if you really get to know people here, then you realise, oh, Mount Druitt's not exactly what people, you know, think of it. So there's a lot of negative stereotypes about Mount Druitt.
The type of reputation I want Mount Druitt to have is that we are a melting pot of many cultures, and we really embrace it.
Hopefully, in the future, people can look at Mount Druitt as, like, you know, a good place instead of a bad place.
What I am today, say proud to be, baby. With the non-familiar, get familiar. Ellie and Lena, my heart yours forever. No matter the weather, I hold you in my heart since the start.
When people are going to do it, they're going to do it. You can't stop them. So just, instead of telling them not to do it because they're going to do it anyway, just help them in information about alcohol more than anything, like what it does to you and what to do in sticky situations, and just information if you're going to drink, how to do it responsibly. That's what we should be doing as the older generation, because we've learned. People who tell us not to drink, we're going to drink anyway.
It's always going to happen.
Yeah.
If you're going to drive, obviously you should know not to drink on the night or have a designated driver. But yeah, I guess just know your limits.
Have a backup plan.
Yes, backup plan if you're far away from home and you're drunk.
Just drink responsibly and you will not end up hurting yourself. Be smart when you're drinking. And don't end up being a headline or a news article that you read. Have fun responsibly.
Yeah, I think being in a safe environment with people that you trust, you know, that you know won't take advantage of you, that will take care of you and also, I guess, respect your values and things in the situation.
Far from an average kid, I had my dad convinced I would be an architect. Well, that hasn't happened since. I turned to rapping quick, making sure my fashion's sick. Wasn't into macking chicks, I wanted my asthmatics fixed. I wanted change, like digging in your lounges. I wanted my name to be spoken up in your houses. So I realized that it's all about myself, and it ain't about the money, and it ain't about the wealth. What's real?